Welcome back guys to another video, and what we've got today is, you can see behind me, it is another 2 Series BMW. It is an M235i with a few tasty modifications on it, and it sounds absolutely awesome. Car belongs to Jacob, who's here with me, and he will be in the video in a short while. And yeah, so it was literally, I was in my M2 comp, seeing him, started chatting, and then he goes, yeah, he goes, do you want to make a video of mine? Let's do it. So here we are, getting this video done. He's only owned the car recently for a couple of weeks or so, we're just going to go through the brief spec. Aesthetically, it looks fairly standard, but it's had a few exhaust work done on it, and we're not too sure if it's been mapped or not, but yeah, we'll soon find out. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video, guys. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Performance Lifestyles. Check us out on Instagram, Performance_Lifestyles, and we're on Facebook as well, Performance Lifestyles. If you'd like your car featured, drop us an email, pflifestyle@hotmail.com, and we will be more than happy to accommodate. But for today, we've got the M235i, and so yeah, this is actually the first time I've sat in a 2 Series BM apart from my M2, because that was the first 2 Series BM I sat in anyway. But yeah, so hope you enjoy the video, guys. Right then, so I've got Jacob here with me, and it's his car, so thank you very much, Jacob, for,
of course, brother.
Allowing your car to be on the channel. And it is a 2016 M235i, so as you're probably already aware, it's got the N55 3-litre 6-cylinder turbocharged engine, and the one that sounds better, because the S55 that I had in the M2 that yeah, it's the more tunable one, but it doesn't sound anywhere near as good as this. This thing sounds way better than that M2 of mine ever did. But yeah, so thank you very much for getting your car on the channel, man. And
of course, bro.
So I know you've only owned the car for a short while, haven't you?
Yeah,
you've only owned briefly a few weeks, and
not long at all, really.
So what made you go for a 235?
Well, for me, I was always an older school kind of guy. So E46s, E36s, loved them, but I've had an A5 before, and obviously I really enjoyed the modern niceties at the time.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Down to even little bits, like the sound system's nicer.
Yeah,
just
yes.
being able to cruise and relax more so, like, because I'm getting older, I'm like, I need some more, like, I need that blend. I want something that can give me the action when I want it.
Yes.
But also, if I'm just cruising around town, I want to be able to just one hand on the wheel and just relax.
Yeah, of course.
Be able to chill.
Older cars, you have to put in an effort.
Yeah,
it's an
there's
effort
always
to drive.
effort. There's always effort in it.
Yes.
Like, there's more engagement, but it's a required engagement.
Yes, yes.
So it's like, I wanted that blend. The M2 called to me. I always wanted an M2.
Yes, I remember
for a long time I wanted an M2.
When I first seen it at the petrol station.
Yeah,
yes.
that's why I shouted. Yeah. I was like, that's it. That's the car I want. That's the one. But obviously, insurance.
Yes.
Insurance is an issue. So it's like, this was the mid-gap. I've heard a lot of people saying that obviously 2 Series M2s, they have a lot of that feel that you got from the old late E46s. They're as close as you can get nowadays.
I honestly haven't owned that M2 for 9 months or 10 months or whatever I had it. I to this day, and I said it on the actual review that I put up of the M2 on the channel, I think it's one of the best M-Power cars you can buy. It's not the fastest, but the whole driver feel and stuff, and I've driven the M3s, the M4s, the M5s, and that is literally gives you the best sort of feel. And honestly, the driver involvement is feedback, should I say. So the feedback from the car is so good. Yeah. Very, very good. And these do share, because the platform's very similar, engine's different, but the engine is the same as the normal M2s.
Yeah.
So, but honestly, these cars are literally, the M2s just look like they're on steroids. Yeah, they're a bit beefier and stuff, bulkier, and suspension's different and stuff. But these cars, honestly, the platform is the same, so it's a very, very good car to get into. And as you drive it a bit more and stuff, and you'll realise, honestly, these cars are so engaging, especially seeing as you've got a love for the older type cars, old school sort of cars, because they do require a lot of involvement. It's like the E30s. The E33-5is. I actually had a video of one on the channel from last year, and that thing was like, you had to have both hands on the wheel, and it was not very fast, but sounded good. Yeah. Looked absolutely amazing, slammed on air ride, I think it was, BBS Volk Racing wheels and stuff. But yeah, they just generally take a lot more involvement. But this thing, honestly, as you get to know it, you'll absolutely love it even more than what you probably already do. It's that honeymoon period at first. Yeah. You kind of like loving it, but then sometimes you drop off. Your love will not drop off one of these. That's one thing I can tell you. And modifications wise, what do you know has been done to the car?
So not a lot, to be fair. Not a lot's been done to it that I know of at the moment. So it's the exhaust, mostly exhaust work that I know of. I need to tear down a bit more to see what's going on. So I know it's got decat downpipe done already. It's basically straight through from there to M Performance back box.
Yes, the better white box.
Yeah.
Yes, one of the best ones you could buy.
So as far as I know, that's it for engine work at the moment.
Oh, okay.
As far as I'm aware, I need to get it on a dyno
Yes.
to find out what's going on. So
because what are they standard?
333, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or 330,
yes.
somewhere around
so
there.
you can get
take
stage 2 will be over 400 and something.
Definitely. So it's ready for it.
Oh yeah, so decat downpipes and
I can't really understand why anyone would do all of that and not do it.
yes.
But at the same time, it doesn't feel like 400.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
Like,
I think sometimes people get to a stage where they either need to free up some money or they've got to a stage where they think, you know what, I just fancy something different. And yeah, but you've had the biggest part of the work done, the exhaust work, and the M Performance exhaust is actually worth a pretty penny. They're worth quite a good amount of 4 figures, aren't they, at least?
Yeah.
So you've got a nice little exhaust setup there, and you'll hear it as well when we go for a little spin. But yeah, I think interior wise, it's got all the heated seats, sat nav.
Yeah, decently specced interior. It doesn't have the Harman Kardon, but the stock system's good enough.
I'm not lying to you, the Harman Kardon I know is good, but it's not the best.
This is it.
A lot of people say if you haven't got it, it's not really much of a put off.
It's the same with the E46s. The Harman Kardon, it was nice, but it's like it's not that much nicer than the stock to change your mind about a car.
Because you can even do a software update on the Harman Kardon, so it does something with the amp and it makes it sound louder and better. I can't remember what it's comparing it against, but it's better than the original.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm sure something like that will be doable on one of these as well. So just fit an amp and to go from there. But no, these cars are very, very good. And then you got your all sports, eco, comfort sort of settings on the. Don't have them on the steering wheel. They're just a generic setting on these. Whereas the M cars will have it in the steering, suspension. Well, not the M2s, but the steering and the throttle response stuff. But yeah, no, this is actually a very nice looking car, and it sounds good. Like I said, it sounds way better than the M2 I had. Because that day when I did see Jacob, he did kind of like boot it out the petrol station. That's where I actually bumped into him, and yeah, it sounded awesome. And I did message him later on and said, look, you know, your car sounds way better than mine. Mine sounds very, very quiet. But yeah, so what we'll do, we'll go for a little drive. And then we'll conclude the video. We are both a bit short on time, but we thought we need to get this video up there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Performance Lifestyles, Instagram, Facebook. And if you like your car featured, drop us an email, pflifestyle@hotmail.com. And do click on that like button. It does help to grow the channel with the algorithm and stuff. It just the way YouTube works. But yeah, what we'll do is we'll go for a little spin and then we'll conclude the video. So we'll catch you on the drive. I'm stopping. Right, yeah, so with this actual 2 Series, like I said, the platform is very similar to the M cars and stuff, and they drive very, very similar sort of thing. So this is just start there, the traction's off, well, half off, and you can already tell the back end is wanting to get out and attack.
It wants to play.
So yeah, these things, honestly, they're a very, very good car to drive. In the colder weathers, they can be a bit of a nightmare. They can be a bit of a handful, so you've got to be very careful. If you don't feel too comfortable with a rear-wheel drive car, then I say leave the traction control on. Don't get too brave because, yeah, there's a very good chance it's going to bite you on the arse. But if you feel comfortable, open roads and stuff, or you're just a very confident, comfortable driver, yeah, just try it out. Honestly, these things are so much more fun than a front-wheel drive car, for example. Well, most of your front-wheel drive cars. Because these were in the same league as like the Golf R's and stuff when they were their 4-wheel drive with the GTIs, Seat Leons. Yeah, they're good cars, don't get me wrong, I'm not slating them because I think they're very, very good. That VAG platform has actually conquered that market nicely. But when it comes to these cars, yeah, these only appeal to certain drivers on that sort of a level if you're willing to push them. Whereas a Golf R or something, anybody can jump into, put your foot down, and you're going to be doing some serious speeds,
point and shoot,
seriously quick. Yes, literally point and shoot.
You're good to go.
Whereas these things, you point in that direction to shoot it, it's going to end off over there somewhere. And even there, with the actual exhaust work, the modifications this has got, you don't have to actually do a great deal. As long as it's in sports mode, it just wants to crackle and pop. So it's kind of like nice little growls, and then all you can hear is like boom, 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 boom. It sounds quite nice, especially when you hear it from the outside. It sounds very nice, to be fair. A lot of cars nowadays you can get that tune done on, so it's quite a common sort of theme. But not all of them sound very good. This is a 6-cylinder engine, so automatically now you've got a head start from the 4-cylinder engines, and these do sound, I'd say, far better. It's like that the back end's literally wanting to. Oh, sideways. It's like that. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. So in my car, I just, yeah, especially because it's a bit colder, the roads gonna be colder, the tyres ain't gonna be as warm. But then you jump into somebody else's car. It's like Jacob here, he feels comfortable doing it, and I know he can drive, so that's the bonus part. And I've sat in a couple of other people's cars, and it's like even in the rain they're giving it on, you know, no traction on and rear wheel drives, and I'm like sitting there holding on for dear life. I am the worst passenger. As a driver, I feel comfortable, confident, but not as a passenger.
I'm the same. It's
I hate
you
it.
don't know what's about to come. I
Yes.
feel like that's it. When you're a driver, you know what you're gonna do, but you
Yes.
you don't know what a driver's about to do before they do it. So it's
Oh,
like,
this is the thing, because you've already planned it now. I'm going to do this here, I'm going to do this, but me sitting here thinking, right, yeah, this is it. We're doing 30 miles an hour now, let's slow down a bit, there's a bend coming.
it's like the feedback as well. As the driver, you're getting all the feedback. You
Yes.
know what's going on. As a passenger, you get not even half of that.
No, you don't.
It's
No,
like,
no. This is it. You get none of that.
you don't get any of
All
it.
you get is you're approaching something quite quick, and there's a bend as well. So you think, okay, I hope he knows what he's doing. Yeah, just that crackles and pops. They actually sound very good.
Do it on downshift as well.
And the gear change on these, they're very quick. They're still a very sharp change, because I know it's not the what is the ZF box, isn't it?
ZF, yeah, ZF.
Not the DCTs, but they're still a very, very quick sort of gearbox. I remember when I bought the M135i, that was a manual, and I absolutely hated the car. It sounded good because it had the exhaust res delete and stuff, but I absolutely hated the manual gearbox in that for some reason. Even though I prefer manual gearboxes in general, but these newer cars, it has to be an automatic of some sort. Like the Golf R's, you get the DSGs and the Audis, S-Tronic or DSG, or same thing, I'm sure. But in these, you get the ZFs and the DCTs, and they sound good. There's another 1355, does it? I think. But yeah, they're actually genuinely a good car. And nowadays, you can pick them up for a decent amount of money as well. You get a very good amount of car for the money. Which nowadays, let's be honest, you're not buying Mondeo diesels for similar sort of money. And yeah, let's be honest, you're not going to have much fun in a Mondeo diesel. Whereas these, you can get quite a lot of fun. And in no way am I slating a Mondeo diesel, because I think they're good cars. And we do have a video of a diesel Mondeo on the channel, and I do like it, really like it. As a economical family car, it's wicked, but
it's a quality car, but each car has its purpose, doesn't it?
yes, and this one is fun, that one is not. So it's see, even there, it's just doing that. You probably can't see on the camera, but it is. It's kind of like fishtailing. Even on downshift, there, it's very quick.
Nice,
It's a nice, and it sounds good. And the rear end is literally, every time you put your foot down at a slight angle, it
always wants to go.
It's just wanting to just let go. This is what these cars are all about. They're very, very fun. Don't just jump into one of these and expecting to be get the back end to step out, because it will step out a bit too much, and usually as user error you panic.
Yep.
And you will get, it's like the Evo 6s back in the days. Most of you, if you've ever experienced them back in the days, it was because they had four-wheel drive and active yaw control. A lot of people thought they were never going to step out on you, but they did. And when they did, people used to try and correct it, which was the wrong thing to do in them. And you just let the car do its own thing, and it was fine. But if you try correcting it, you started to, it was going to lose control. Hence why a lot of them got written off. I mean, you're quite a bit younger than me, but them days it was rife, and there was a lot of damage repaired Evos on. And all of them most of them was down to user error, with that false pretense that they're not going to lose control, but they did. It's even there. You could tell.
It's always fishtailing about.
It's wanting to step out.
So it's interesting system on these because they've got the what do they call it, DSC, the dynamic stability control,
yes,
which is a step lower than the full traction setup.
Yes,
wherein it will allow some step out. It allows it to do a little bit of, you know, aggression, a little bit of hooliganism, but it will still put in some individual rear wheel braking in there to hold you in. To hold things together. So like I'm used to the E46 with nothing.
It's just either on or it's off.
Yeah, you the car, and if you die, you die. It's what it is.
That sounds like from the Rocky movies. Yeah. If he dies, he dies.
That's literally what it was in that. So I'm used to that.
The technology has come a long way from. So there's a spinner. Oh. Then you get somebody pulling out in front of you.
That's where those 4-pot brakes come in.
Now, overall, I think if you're in the market for a 2 Series, and like Jacob said, he wants an M2, but not just right now. Get an M235i, M240. The N55 engine setup is very, very strong. It's a very difficult one to beat as well with regards to the noise. 4-cylinder engines just don't sound anywhere near as nice as the 6.
No.
But then if you want the noise, you get the N55, and the S55 is a lot more tunable in the M2 competitions. So, but yeah, generally speaking, they're a very good setup. So when you get people saying, "Oh no, but it's not this and it's not that," yeah, don't let people. Yeah, they just talk rubbish.
I mean, a lot of people don't realise is if you're looking at, say, a 240, you're getting the B58, which at the moment the B58 is like the most tunable engine BMW do.
Yes.
You know, they've got guys out there that got M340s, they're B58'd, and they are destroying M3s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're walking
Yes.
M3s like it's nothing.
Oh no, they are. The 240, sorry, is a different engine to the 235. Sorry, yes.
B58 now.
Yes. And they're highly tunable, very highly tunable. But bear in mind, they are 2017s, 2018s. They've come out in.
On.
Whereas these were from even the 335i's, weren't they? And they've just changed a few bits and bobs.
Just updated.
Because we did have a 335i on the channel, and stage 2. Oh, that is. I don't know if you've seen the video. Just watched that video. That car was flipping. It was fast.
Insane.
It was. The gearbox map done on it. Yes, the gearbox map done on it as well. The engine tune, and it was just rapid. I was actually highly surprised as to how fast that thing was. And this is where them cars were. I think the single turboed, twin scroll turbo, isn't it, on these, whereas opposed to twin turbo. Hence why I think the S is more tunable because of the 2 turbos. But that thing, oh mate, that was wicked. It's such a beautiful car. But yeah, like I said at the beginning of the video, we were both a bit short on time, so we'll get something wrapped up quickly. Just get a video of the car on the channel, and it's honestly, it drives the same as. Very similar, should I say, as the M2s and stuff. But as I also said, if you're looking for a 2 Series base, can't quite stretch to an M2 for the moment, don't let one of these put you off, because they are still a highly tunable, sound good. And what Jacob's got here is literally, I think it's ready for a map. Yeah. Because I would say this is running a standard sort of power.
Yeah, see what I mean.
But they chew through tyres though. They chew, especially drive like that, they will chew through tyres.
Make sure you got a tyre budget.
That's the main
thing.
You're going to be replacing them every 3 weeks if you're driving like this. But usually, generally speaking, normal driving, I think they last you a year or two. They will get there. I know I've seen a video the other day. Somebody's tyres lasted them 4,000 miles, and they've not really even done a great deal of heavy driving, but. I know they do tend to suffer from, you've got to make sure the tracking's right, otherwise they wear on the inner side. The C63s had that problem as well. Tyre on the outside will be 5mm, on the inside it'll be -5mm, and it'll be like, this has gone beyond that, so make sure your tracking's right. And don't let one of these put you off. These are actually very, very good cars, and this is where myself started off on this sort of platform as well. It was like the M135i. Very good cars. I couldn't quite stretch to an M2 or anything like that at the time, and it was they're good cars. So yeah, like I said, always say, hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. This was more educational purposes and a bit of a quick blast. And thank you very much to Jacob for allowing this to happen. And so subscribe to our YouTube channel, Performance Lifestyles. Check us out on Instagram, Performance_Lifestyles, and we're on Facebook as well, Performance Lifestyles. Apologies, it was a short, quick video today. But I think we gassed too much off camera, and then we realised the time, and we were like, damn, we've both only got about half hour left to go. So yeah, maybe we need to plan that one better next time. But I think we've got a habit here, just talking. But yes, as always, thank you very much, Jacob. Stay safe, guys, and hopefully we will catch you on the next video. it.